More step, you're almost there. And when it says that, it turns around and has this big smile.
Good evening, everyone. We're reading Robert Greene's The Daily Laws. Today is December the 16th, and the title is The Near-Death Experience. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. There are books written by people who've had near-death experiences, and they're fascinating. The effect is usually as follows. Normally, we go through life in a very distracted, dreamlike state, with our gaze turned inward. Much of our mental activity revolves around fantasies and resentments that are completely internal and have little relationship to reality. The proximity of death suddenly snaps us to attention as our whole body responds to the threat. We feel the rush of adrenaline, the blood pumping extra hard to the brain and through the nervous system. This focuses the mind to a much higher level, and we notice new details, see people's faces in a new light, and sense the impermanence in everything around us, deepening our emotional responses. This effect can linger for years, even decades. Daily law. We cannot reproduce that experience without risking our lives, but we can gain some of the effect through smaller doses. We must begin by meditating on our death and seeking to convert it into something more real and physical. The laws of human nature. 18. Meditate on our common mortality, the law of death denial. So again, this month is about mortality, a little morbid, like I've been saying. And the stitch that I used, the guy is speaking of his experience where I think he OD'd and he had gone down a hallway, and when he got down there were these like demon-like things that were around him, and he realized where he was, and he turned around to get out of there, and that was his experience. And my dad's a storyteller, and I remember one of the stories that hit me most, because I think it really scared him, was there was this dream that he had where there was this bus, and it was like a party bus. Everybody was having a good time and everybody was doing it up. He was all caught up in the rapture of the music and all these people enjoying themselves. He gets on the bus without really paying attention, and as soon as he's about to step on there good, he looks up and he realizes that he's in kind of a fog, and he realizes he's getting on the bus to hell. And so he stops and he realizes the driver is like a demon or something, and he jumps off the bus and he wakes up, and he has this kind of like, it was so fresh in his mind, this dream, that kind of shook him and made him snap out of whatever he was doing in life. So just use this month as a reality, again, appreciating what we already have, being grateful, and so on. Y'all have a good evening, and join me tomorrow. We'll do it again.